Time now for the news review segment, where we get to have a conversation on some selected topics that are dominating the media space, and then we'll bring varying perspectives. We invite you to join us. Send us your thoughts, your comments, and contributions. Let us know what you make of the commentary that we will be making on the subject, and then you also share your thoughts on these matters with us. You can do so via our WhatsApp number on your screens, and you can join our live stream on Facebook as well as YouTube. You can add us on X, ChannelOne TV, and you can join our posts, comment on them on Instagram, engage our post. We have some exclusive video content for you as well on TikTok. So please do be well to share your thoughts with us. Let me say good morning to the Honorable Nilante Vanderpoy. He's the National Coordinator for the District Road Improvement Program. Honorable, good morning. It's good to have you.
Good morning, and how are you?
Very well, thank you. Nice shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to go straight into it. Yesterday, the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasiel Atoforsen, was in Parliament, and he announced the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy, GANRAP, and he did mention that it has received cabinet approval. The main target is to shore up reserves. Okay, so we're showing up our import cover to 15 months. We're moving away from the traditional 3 months import cover that we have known over the years. The Finance Minister has announced this. Ambitious as it may be, looks positive, sounds positive for Ghana if we're able to, show up our import cover up to 15 months by 2028. That is the target, by 2028. Honorable, I don't know if you were privy to information prior to the announcement yesterday, but what's your own understanding of this new, if you like, program or initiative by the government?
Well, thank you very much, Nana. Let me say good morning to our viewers and to all of us here in the studio. I went to Mfanspim School, and our motto is Dream Shekan. And I said, I am so excited about what Atoforsen and the government have decided to do. What it means is that we're thinking forward. Ahead. We are thinking ahead. We're thinking about tomorrow. As a country, I think that is something that has always been our problem. We're not able to think ahead. We're not able to prepare for tomorrow. And so when we are hit by certain unexpected circumstances, our resilience level becomes very minimal, and it affects us economically, especially for the mere fact that our economy has very much been dependent on foreign.
True.
And the impact on any anything outside our borders tend to give us a bit of a raffle. It is important for us to note that even individually, people are always urged to be able to save for tomorrow. People are urged to build up some capital, some reserve for tomorrow. That is why we have so many monetary policies from various financial institutions to prepare something like a welfare for people tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's why you and I even will want to take up an insurance for tomorrow.
Yeah, indeed.
So it is important that as a nation, it is something that we should not take for granted. It is something that we should always have at the back of our minds, that since our economy is so dependent on foreign economic policies, we should always have our own. Let me say this. Most countries, most economies the world over depends much on their reserves.
True.
The US, for example, people would think that US is not indebted. They are indebted, but they have so much cover that makes their indebtedness insignificant. If tomorrow it comes to the West that they should auction their cover in order to meet those debts. As a country, we've always been hovering around 3.5, 3.9 weeks, or sometimes months of cover.
Yeah.
And that economic let me say, architects have always questioned why should a country with such a huge resource and which most of the time have problems when they are hit by unexpected circumstances have only 4 months or 3.5 months or sometimes like 3 weeks cover. And so this is a novelty, and it's good that he's even trying to articulate it in law to make it a policy that will always be there for every successive government to implement, to make sure that we don't have less than 15 months of cover. I think whatever be the situation, if you program yourself to have something within 15 months, that will make you be able to withstand unexpected circumstances. For example, let's see what happened during the COVID. You, at least for about 6 months, everything was in a mess.
Yeah.
But if we had that cover, at least we will be affected, but we'll be able to stand on our own.
The
And be able to
impact
take,
wouldn't have been as dire as it was.
yes, and we didn't have taken some of these difficult measures we've taken, which has made people's life worse off. Yes, because if our international cover was good enough, if our resilience was good enough, the citizenry would not have been called to make some of the sacrifices they made. You understand? Because the state will be in a position to be able to give buffers, to be able to stand and make sure that they lessen the burden of the already suffering masses. So I think that this is good. It speaks much about the efforts the government has made in order to make sure that this economy is turned around, and the economy will be able to be resilient, will be able to stand firm. I'm happy. This is not the only thing. Yesterday, I also saw the minister talking about paying the 5 years arrears of gratuity for security personnel. That was a dangerous rope for us. Because I've seen so many countries destabilized because of gratuity of air servicemen. And so if we also taken that debt away, and we've also paid the huge interest on the DDEP, so it means that we're heading in the right path. We're heading to the correct, let me say, point of addressing our socio-economic problems, especially the ones that have been created by reckless handling of our finances. In the last administration, continually we talked about the way the then Minister of Finance was borrowing recklessly and was not putting anything down for us. When we took over, the cover was just about 4 months of imports cover. 4 months, only 4 months. It was about 3.9. And that was something I remember Ezeka Dongo spoke about seriously.
Bogatanga Central.
Yes, he spoke about seriously when he organized that lecture at East Legon. I listened to him, and he was so much interested in our import cover. So today, if we are aiming towards, first, we're looking at 8 months, then moving it to 11 months, and then moving it to 15 months. It tells you that there's a plan, there's a program. All things being equal, and without any serious thing happening now, we're heading towards, by 2028, having that 15 months cover. That is good enough to be able to usher this country into another level of economic advancement. And so it is encouraging news. I will urge the minister to continue to be disciplined and urge him to also do the things that he is doing. Sometimes when you are doing things right, you should be able to get the sort of encouragement to stay on that course and not be deflated or not be disrupted or not be discouraged. So I think once he's set on a good course and everyone, the factors are there, maybe what he needs to do more is to be able to take those measures that will lighten up the local and the small and medium enterprises level, so that businesses will start to experience the effect of this economic magical wand that he's putting up. Because you see, I'm not an economist. From the layman and the pedestrian thinking, I start to ask myself, Atu is just behaving like Michael Carrick. You understand?
And what he's doing with Man U?
Yes, it's the same economy. The same economy. Is there a change of hands? And he's not doing anything so wonderfully well. He's just using the same basic things that should have been done, that people were talking about, and somebody was so adamant in doing it. And he's doing the same thing, and he's achieving the results that we were all expecting to have been achieved long ago. So it tells you that it's not just a matter of books or being a Harvard student, but doing what is basic. The discipline is what is important. Cutting your coat according to the size of your cloth.
True.
You know, taking care of expenditures that are necessary, and not be a spendthrift, and not going into the profligacy way of doing things, unnecessary celebrations of watching and kinky and all those things when other things needed to be done.
Right.
You know, it is. He's not. I don't see Atu coming to stand there the last time, you know, and you know, quoting verses and doing things that were seem to be aesthetics. He's being real with figures. He's being real with the issues. And I think that is what is important. And one thing I like about he's always consulting. He's always sharing with the stakeholders within the industry, within the economy, and making sure that their impact is. Look at what he did just last week when he heard about this issue of the oil smuggling. Okay, so he went there, had time with the customs guys, and immediately let them understand how he wouldn't want to see these things happening. That tells you somebody who is practical, somebody who is really pragmatic. He wants to be able to do things and experience things himself, so that it will inform the steps he takes.
Right.
I think in the last administration, the problem we had was the fact that the people themselves saw the problem, but they were unable to make sure that problem is solved. Because I remember very well, we were in Ho when this whole issue of you know, the economic recovery and all those policies that you know they talk about. Right there, members of parliament in the majority at that time, I saw they were confused. All the presentations that were made by Ken Ofori-Atta at the time, they were confused.
Right.
And that is where they triggered the incitement for his removal, and you know. But we came back to parliament, and all that I saw was that they were backing down, and because the plan was for them to move, and then we will support them, so that we'll be able to get Ken Ofori-Atta out, but they wouldn't. So,
but eventually we saw a good number of them make a call for his
and what happened after the call? If they had been steadfast and they had stood their grounds, the president couldn't have kept Ken Ofori-Atta in that position. You understand? That's why last time, remember I said it here, when my colleague made a point, I said, if you holding a public office and you know what you are doing is right, but then because of opposition pressure, you succumb and do the reverse, you are responsible for the consequences.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That was when they were talking about the fact that international cocoa pricing was down You know, that's when we've seen him introduce cocoa when you have not asked him a question about cocoa. International prices were down, but then we were insisting that the farmers should be paid an amount of money, so they had to listen to us and pay that amount of money when you knew that the economy could not sustain it.
True.
When you knew that by doing that you are actually subsidizing, and then it will have effect on other sectors of the economy.
Indeed.
But they did. Ken did, just to score political points. But the reverse is that it became dire for the whole nation and had effects ultimately on the same economy.
Yeah, on the economy.
So I think Ato should stay focused, stay on the same lane, move the same pace he's moving. Just that I want him to look at certain little things that we have to do now, since the economy is now stabilized and in the right path, to be able to ease the pressure on the ordinary roadside trader and all those, so that everybody will have a feel of it.
Very well.
And then some of us who are also engaged in public sector, will also have a feel of it in our visits to the markets and the rest. That is all that is important for now, because the macro is the indicators are good. What is left is the micro. Let's see how we can put the micro to in shape, so the economy, people will see a difference.
So that it reflects in the pockets of the ordinary Ghanaian.
It's already reflecting, because you have gas down, you have gas prices down, you have food prices down. So it's something that is good. It's reflective of what is happening at the higher level. But I think it is further. It will be good if it further comes down, siphoned down to the ordinary Ghanaian.
Very honorable, thank you. Let's say good morning to Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu, former CEO, Environmental Protection Authority. Well, good morning, it's good to see you.
Good morning, and good to see myself. It's a long time, I haven't met my brother.
Yes. You are campaigning?
Well, let me say good morning to our cherished viewers and to all those who sympathizes with Ghana's moving forward. Yes, I am.
Oh, you contested?
Yeah, I'm contesting for General Secretary.
Oh, wow.
For New Patriotic Party.
Oh, it's good.
Yes, I called to congratulate you when you assumed office. You did?
Yes, you did. You did. You sent me a message.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Me and you, we share so many things.
Yes.
Oh, you're going for General Secretary?
Yes.
I'm going for National Chairman.
Oh,
yes.
In your party, NDC.
Yes.
NDC.
Good luck.
Thank you. And to you too.
That's nice. Great stuff. Well, Doc, thank you so much for joining us. We're discussing the economy. Yesterday, the finance minister announced a new program or initiative that is targeting 15 months of import cover with gold. There are concerns or arguments, not necessarily arguments, that already there's a domestic gold purchase program. There is a gold for resources framework which has been implemented by the BOGs from somewhere 2022, and so and of course these initiatives have already strengthened gold holdings and contributed to currency stability. But when you look at gold and then you look at foreign exchange as complementary instruments for, if like, market confidence, where would you place the emphasis, or where would you want to see emphasis placed? Is it on gold trade or foreign exchange stability, in order to help us build this 15-month of gold import cover that we're targeting?
Back with gold. So today, under the NDC administration, gold stand accused. Gold is all and is everything. So uti oya gold, wasi oya gold, gold. What we are about facing is the concept of the Dutch disease. Yeah, we are about facing the Dutch disease. The resource care syndrome will set in.
Really?
What it really means is that any economy that hinges on a particular commodity, all emphasis placed on that, to the neglect of all other sectors, you are bound to have a serious economic challenge. Yes, of course, gold may be seen to be a low-hanging fruit. It's a natural resource. And natural resource, elementary student to tell you, we have the renewables and the non-renewables, and gold falls within the non-renewables. So with time, it will get finished. Let alone that the process of exploiting this gold has in its own serious repercussions on our economy and on our general life, including health issues. So if the government, all that it can do is to continuously place emphasis on exploitation of gold, and nothing else, then we are very much in a crisis. There is the need to diversify the economic base, the income generating, the export drive. That is why we have this agribusiness concept all coming up, because we seem to have a comparative advantage in the agriculture sector. So the agriculture value chain, through that we export finished products, that will add value to whatever we have. That will be the way to go, including gold itself, refining gold here, there, and exporting them. We continuously base our revenue, our export revenue, on exportation of raw materials. And that is seriously affecting our going forward as a nation. So if anything that the government puts in place does not reflect the transformational agenda of redirecting our economy from raw material exportation to value addition, then we aren't going anywhere.
The government has spoken about value addition. We're targeting some 50% value addition to our raw materials, especially gold and cocoa.
It is one thing talking about it and another thing implementing and working. 1 year, 2 years into office, we haven't seen any pragmatic policies on the ground that suggest so. What we are seeing now is that yes, we have a currency that is matching the foreign currency. All right, the cedi dollar relationship is now appreciable. Is it not the case?
Yeah.
Yes, and the government will say that, oh, the dollar is low. What it means is that you are fostering importation. You are driving importation. And you are killing exportation. Do you agree with me on that score?
Yeah.
Yes. Cocoa Bot's
because now it will be more expensive to export than to import.
That's all that you're doing. Now, Cocoa Bot's problems and all that are linked to this.
Because the foreign exchange will affect the revenues of Cocoa Bot.
Exactly. And payment to the farmers is going to affect you and affect the economy. That's the bane of the problem that we have. So,
not the debt it inherited.
Well, of course, you inherit debt and assets. They came in and there was gold, there was cocoa to be exported and monies to come in. And it has been the case for all regimes. J. Kufuor, His Excellency, in 2001 inherited serious challenges within the cocoa industry. Do you remember?
True.
Yes. And he had to find pragmatic ways, innovative ways of revamping the entire industry and making sure the average cocoa farmer is not shortchanged. To the point that even at the reduction of cocoa prices on the world markets, we maintained what we are giving to the cocoa farmers. And it happened in the Akufo-Addo's 2017 government. So what I'm trying to say is, if the finance minister will continuously pin Ghana's hopes and everything on gold, well, so be it. Let's see how it goes. But for me and for all of us that we do know, diversification of the economy is prime and very critical to a sustained economic policies or a sustained economic front. Otherwise, one day the gold will get finished. Even before it gets finished, the repercussions, the problems that will come on hand, we would need billions of dollars to clean up the system. Recently, the CEO of Environmental Protection Authority is talking about $35 million being needed to clean the Brim River alone.
Yeah.
She started talking about it. What about the soil that has been contaminated, and what about the diseases that has affected these communities? I mean, the gold mining French communities and the communities itself. So we must be setting up we have to be sitting up. In any case, has he accounted for the 18.7 metric tons of gold that has been sold out of our reserves? Has it been accounted for? Or
No, we're yet to hear.
we are yet to hear. You should be bold enough to tell Ghanaians, because Akufo-Addo's government left close to 31 metric tons.
Moved from about 8,000 to 32,000.
Moved from 8,000
Yeah.
to 32,000. And then this government came in, and they did well. They added, I think, 6 or 7.
It's risen to 38,000.
38,000. And now, what do we have? What do we have now?
I think there was a sale. There's an argument about a sale. I'm not too sure what the figure stands at now.
But
We
I'm
have to check.
sure. This is about 8.1%, 18.1 metric tons that is left.
Really?
Yeah.
From the 38,000?
Yes.
Who
so
said
cross
that?
check.
Who said that?
Oh, so you cross check. You cross check. You cross check. You cross check.
That would be serious.
But are you aware that some reserves have been sold out?
Yeah.
You are aware?
Yes.
But I don't know
Yes.
the quantity.
The quantity is
But are you
what
also
is the
aware? Are
question.
you also aware that more reserves have been added?
Please. Yes. Listen, Akufo-Addo met 8 metric tons. By the time he was exiting, we had 32. Is it not? NDC came in and they added about 7 or 6. 6
to 38.
to 38. So what is the quantity left now? What is the stock now? That's and that one you can't find.
I'll look
You
it
are
up.
smart now.
I'll look it up.
You are very sharp to know
I'll
that.
look it up.
You are too sharp to know that.
I'll look it up. I'm looking it up now. So
And so let me give you a figure so we can run around it. I'm saying 18.5 metric.
that's the current reserve.
Yes,
we
that's
have.
what I'm saying.
That is not true.
It's not true. So give me your figure.
Yeah, so I'm saying that is not true.
So give me a counter figure.
You can get it all the time. So don't worry.
So as we move on, please get it for me so we can move on. I've put a figure there. If you think it's not true, it's not correct, give me a counter figure.
I'm looking it up currently.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whilst you guys are looking at that, let me continue. All that we need to do as politicians from the various divide is to provide the ordinary Ghanaian the comfort of living. As we stand now, we've been our people are existing, including you, myself, and everybody. We do not know what may happen to us in the next epidemic or any serious catastrophe, a force majeure that may erode all that we've been able to gain as a country. So it tells you that we have a fragile economy. At any point in time, whatever achievements we do make are basically unsustained or unsustainable
Right.
due to the weak base of our economic fundamentals. So as the government came in talking about resetting, one would have believed or one would have thought that this policy is going to lead to this is going to lead to that, job creation, we're going to expand our base, the export base, so we're going to get more revenue as per the forex. So then we will not be dependent on a sole commodity to be running the economy.
Well, just a quick one. The reserves declined to 18.6 tons as of December 2025.
So who is correct here?
Is that as of December 2025? So what are you talking about?
But that is the figure now.
Where?
Please repeat.
This is per the BOG's.
Yes.
Bank of Ghana.
So the gold holdings
Bank of
fell
Ghana.
to 18.6 tons at the end of December 2020.
Yes, and we are in February. And we are in February.
What was the reserve meant to do?
But you see, this is the summary of the economic and financial data, which was released just January 28th.
Yes.
Yes.
What
But
was
January
the
26, not 28.
Yes.
January 28,
2026.
Yes.
2026.
January 28th,
Okay, you said that when it
2026.
is.
When is
So it's
Yeah,
the
so
most
28th,
current. So it's the
exactly.
most current.
The current
You said it
report.
when you appear before
No,
Parliament.
but Honorable, admit that I'm right. Because
I'm
you
not
said
saying you are not.
no. You said that is not correct.
Yes.
And now it's proven to be correct. But before you make a comment, admit and apologize and say, my brother, you were right. I apologize.
No, you say that
Because you are in government, you don't have the figures. I'm in opposition and I have the figures and I'm putting them out there.
that is your work.
And you decided to contradict me without even providing a counter figure.
Counter figure.
You getting me?
Yeah.
And cross-checking has proved that I'm right or I was right. So just simply, humbly say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
You are right. Fine.
Thank
Let
you.
me say this.
Thank you. I agree. Now let us move on. Let us move on.
What was the
You see.
Oh no, can you hold on? Let's
So the point I'm raising is, we as a country, we are building a nation, and all that we're trying to do is to lay solid foundations that can resist or withstand the test of time.
True.
We saw an economy growing so fast, and everything seemed to be smooth running from 2017 until 2020.
when COVID hit.
When COVID hit, an external pressure that affected every corner of the world, and big and bigger economies got panicking. So we suffered. Yes, one may agree that we may have our own malfunctioning systems elsewhere in addition. One may agree. But that triggered that serious economic repercussions worldwide. And we were seriously affected. And we were exposed as a nation because of the weaker economy that we have, or the fragile economic fundamentals that we had. And I'm saying that now we are talking about inflation down, we are talking about this, we must tread cautiously and make sure these fundamentals are anchored deeply down there, so that in the event of any shocks, we may not be found wanting.
True.
Just recently, a little drop in cocoa prices. Look at what is happening.
But Doc, based on this position of yours, doesn't it justify the introduction of such a policy where we have 15 months of import cover, so that in the event of any unplanned, unforeseen circumstance, we can survive?
Absolutely correct. We need that. We need to have a plan that goes. But what I'm saying is, if the plan is hinged,
it should not be anchored on one commodity and one commodity only.
That
we
is
should
the
diversify
danger.
the base.
That is my point.
That is my point. Perspective of a thing.
That is my point.
Agree that as at now, government has totally be embarking on issue of diversification. You agree with me? Even with the cocoa value addition. Talk about 50% of our cocoa going to be be used for producing the chocolate that we will need, we add value to it in order to export, in order to make more money. We talk about gold value addition with the establishment of gold board refinery and all those things. Recently, a new refinery was opened. To
Gold Coast refinery.
Thank you. That is not the only thing. That is under the 24-hour market economy that has just been turned into law. We're talking about various sectors of the economy that is going to be diversified in order to add value and make sure that they will derive the right foreign exchange to them. That is what we have to do. But then, on a serious note, when you take a patient to the hospital, the patient first has to be stabilized.
True.
When the patient is in a critical condition, the patient will have to be stabilized, and then the right diagnosis are done. And that's exactly what we have done. This economy was in a junk. So the first steps that have to be taken is how to stabilize the economy.
Right.
And then you can build the next layers on the foundation that will be established after the diagnosis. Right. And that's exactly what ATO is doing. That's why I'm saying that it is doing the basic things that will make this economy sit at the right place in order to build on it. You cannot build a strong, resilient economy on a fractured foundation, on a junk foundation. And that's exactly what the 1 year has been to stabilize the economy. And that's what the president last said. It is now time for a takeoff. It's now time for a takeoff where the necessary things have to be done in order to sustain the pressure which we met. And two, I'm happy my own senior brother and friend talk about the fact that reserves are kept for emergencies. So you've come to government. Yes, you got you said how much do you have? 38 point what?
Current, so they left 32.
32. You said 32. What was it meant to do? Was it not meant to take care of exigencies in the future?
True.
And that's exactly what has been useful. We came to clear the mess Kenofurata and your government left. And the only way we could have, because there was no money, the only way you could do that is to be able to depend on the reserves you have, to pay the interest on the bonds he's taking, and to do all and clear all the filth he has created. And that's exactly what the reserves were meant to do. Because we couldn't have gone back to the international market to borrow more to be able to take care of the problems he has created. Prudently, it wasn't wise to do. And the IMF conditions will not even permit you to do that in the first place. So what do you have to do? You have to use what you have in order to take care of the situation before you start, exposing yourself again.
But this decline was witnessed during a period where the BOG was on a disinflation trend. So it was relying on this increased reserves to shore forex or foreign exchange onto the interbank market.
What was it supposed to achieve ultimately?
Stability.
Thank you. Thank you. Would we have been happy to have the economy still being unstable? Is that what we're looking for?
No.
You need to make the economy stable to create that interest and foreign international investment into your economy. And that's exactly what we have done. Today, almost everybody wants to invest in the Ghanaian economy. Why? Because we've created the stability that it is required to make the country's economy attractive, to make the market of this country attractive. And that's what we have seen. Today, everybody is happy because there is predictability in the economy. How did they come? It's because of the stabilization of the economy that has been created, and that has been achieved. So, my problem is that if we had that import cover and we had that gold, that can say when they create macroeconomic canon, you understand? Why did Kenofurata not use that to take care of it and still wanted to go out there and borrow? And borrow, incessant borrowing. Which one will you prefer? When I use my own resources to be able to take care of problems than to leave my resources and go and borrow with interest? Are you not adding to the debt you have? And that's the situation, that's the difference. Whilst we want to depend on what we have in order to resolve the same problem, somebody will prefer to go out there and borrow and add the interest to the problems we have. And that's the difference.
Very well. Doc, final thoughts on this policy by the government and anchoring it on gold.
Yes, the problem is the same thing. You can read something here. The minister said something. He added that despite cocoa's historical importance, its contribution to sustained foreign exchange stability had been undermined by price volatility, low productivity, climate change risk, and limited value addition. So clearly, in this case, like he said, diagnosing the disease, the problem. This is the disease. This is the problem. And Ghana faced it under J. Kufu. I've told you, 2001. And the government took pragmatic efforts targeting the cocoa industry, revamping it, and bringing it to speed. 365 metric tons were being sent out there by way of export prior to Kufuor's administration. By the time he left office, we have been able to export close to 760,000 metric tons. And the prediction was that we were going to hit 1 million metric tons. And we did so. You understand? This is what we call policy, formulation, innovation, and getting things done.
It's the same thing the government is doing now.
I'm coming. When Kufuor took that bold decision, there was extension officers being assigned to farmers. There was conscious effort to cut down old cocoa trees, replant them with a more modernized, hybridized versions that had a shorter rotation period. There was this cocoa mass spraying activity. I mean, there was the supplying of suckers, plantain suckers to farmers to augment and supplement their income levels or income revenues streams. So these were practical policies put in place. Beyond that, there was this human-centered social policies, interventions of free maternal care, school feeding programs, national health insurance, that all went in to integrate, to alleviate the pain of the people, particularly those in the cocoa industry and the cocoa sector. So it helped to grow up. All wanting to help with the foreign exchange revenue coming. Today, we are.
Before they didn't do that in 1 year.
Oh, I'm coming.
Do that in 1 year.
I haven't said he did it in 1 year.
Yes.
He put up those measures. And it worked.
It is so the same measures.
But now, no. Today, we are being told that it is gold.
No. Did you read Radiabe's cocoa policy?
Why should I? Because we are talking about finance minister talking about shoring up.
No, but he talked about import cover and
anchoring it on gold.
But you have just referred to finance minister's cocoa.
Honorable. Yes, he referred to.
Yes.
There's no pragmatic. There's nothing that suggests that you are going to address it.
No, but that is not his work. The chief executive of Cocoa has given you the plan.
Who should we take? Whose word carries the weight?
The chief executive of Cocoa Board.
And against the finance minister.
And say when it comes to the issue about policies for cocoa.
Please, I'm coming. The finance minister, you've just said Ato has done well, and Ato is forcing, and everybody, you just said. You see where we are treading towards. We're going to hit, and I don't want to sound like a doomsayer, but I can.
You wouldn't be so.
I wouldn't be so.
But
I can foresee a situation we may plunge ourselves into an economic crisis, and at that point there will be only one prescription, that will save the economy, or that will be prescribed,
and that will be
go and devalue your currency. Your currency is overvalued, and an overvalued currency only promotes importation into the system
to the detriment of
export. Please, and cripples exportation. And once you don't have a strong exportation base where foreign currency will be coming in to sustain the economy and get it running, you are in serious trouble. I've told you that we are heading towards the Dutch disease. We are heading towards the resource case.
It will never happen.
And when that happens, we will be told
it will never happen.
To go and value the cedi. You know the ultimate value of the cedi to the dollar. They know, and the finance minister knows. The BOG knows, BOG, they know. They know the ultimate exchange rate hinges around I'm coming. Hinges around $1 to 14 cedis. That is the ultimate. And they've done the calculations, and they do know. They are shying away from getting to that point simply because of propaganda, what they have said and what they've talked about. And so they will continue to shore up the cedi artificially, make it more valuable, whereas in essence it is not, because it's not backed by any export earnings. The IMF and the World Bank would have said that. And they've told you. That's why they said they should stop the intervention.
They said what?
The IMF at the point has told the BOG to stop the intervention.
And the intervention simply means you are subsidizing.
It is not.
The government is subsidizing importation.
Listen.
That is the point. That is the ultimate.
The government is not subsidizing importation.
But in the final quarter of 2025, the BOG used its increased reserves in gold to intervene.
Yes. What was reserve on gold meant to achieve?
So intervention
was basically to supply foreign exchange to the interbank market.
And for them to import more.
Exactly.
Giving your gold out and getting dollars.
Getting the dollars and giving it to do importation. And putting it into
to be able to lessen the pressure on the dollar.
Yes,
but he's looking at the implications of same and how it fuels imports against exports.
What I'm saying is that there are immediate measures that are taken to be able to stabilize a critical patient. After that, you take other measures, pragmatic measures, to be able to build on the foundation that we have done.
So now, they are not going to be any intervention.
No, let me tell you this.
So the intervention will stop.
What I'm saying here is that you don't play according to the same playbook all the time.
All the time. You can't do the same things and
expect. Circumstances determine what you do within the immediate, the short, the medium, and the long term.
So in the immediate,
what I'm saying,
you pump in $10 billion. Just to make the city look strong and beautiful.
I would prefer all the time to be able to pump that in instead of kind of going to take international bond and be taking the interest.
Really?
Yes.
Fine. Really? $10 billion. Do you know what $10 billion could have done in the system?
It has stopped.
You are unable to pay teachers and nurses for 13 good months.
How many months were they paid unpaid under Nanado and Baumia?
It was 2 months.
Who said?
Yes.
Who said?
Oh, please.
Who
Okay,
said?
so 13 months. 13 months. How much are you dealing with?
14, 15 months.
Don't manufacture figures. Don't manufacture your own
parliament.
The facts are here. No, I was also in parliament. We are time out. Today we are here. You want to be chairman? I want to be the general secretary.
You were in the 70s.
So
I was in the parliament. When that issue came up,
you will be meeting on that pedestal when you are leading NDC, which hopefully you will.
Yes.
And now be leading NPP.
Yes. Which is the general secretary.
Yes. So we will have a common platform to deal with those things. But both of us have parliamentary experience, and both of us knows the nitty-gritties of politics.
True.
I mean, grassroots participatory politics. I like him so much, not because he's sitting here. He is one person who want to think straight and be in his nationalistic. That one, you can't take it away from him. And I perceive myself, I mean, looking at that level, that kind of people that we can come together
change our politics
and change the dynamics, and make people understand that there's sharp difference between propaganda and realities, perceptions and realities. Unless we do that, we will continue to be NDC, MPP, and it will go
politics as usual,
as
no
usual.
one benefits.
We will want to get the issue straight, devoid of insults, devoid of acrimony, and deal with them, and then allow the Ghanaians out there to make their judgments. Those listening to us and viewers, they are more intelligent and very, 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 I mean, up to the task than us. It's just an opportunity that we do have. So now you have taken an emergency situation, I mean the patient, you stabilize the patient. So you were pumping in, you were intervening. So now that the patient is well and strong and is even out there to go and kick soccer, he's a footballer. So the patient is now ready to go onto the field to play. Are you going to stop the intervention? Is the government going to stop the intervention?
What the finance
I'm not
minister,
supposed to be asking questions.
True.
Sorry.
The finance minister has made it clear. He has his roadmap. He has what he wants to do. And the last time, you remember, when we had the issue of the cocoa sector, they came up to give you a clear-cut policy guideline and the plan that they want to do. All these issues about cocoa were implemented. We've also come up to tell you what we are doing with value addition to all other sectors. The Minister for Trade and Agribusiness has come out to tell you what they want to do. The Minister of Agric has come out to tell you what we are doing with irrigation, improve agriculture. Recently, when this unfortunate thing happened in Burkina Faso, for example, we talk about by the end of this year, Deputy Minister for Agric saying by the end of this year, Ghana will not be import dependent on tomatoes and what they want to do. As I sit here today, I can tell you that there's a request from the Northern Regional Minister, Northeast, Savannah Regional Ministers for DRIP to assist them to be able to work on the what they call the agric basins within their area for increased production in tomato and the rest. So there is something, government has come to a realization that these are the problems that we have come to meet. Fine, now we have stabilized the economy. What is needed now is how to stimulate activity within the various sectors to be able to make us more dependent on what we produce, so that we stop relying on imports. So that tomorrow, when there is any impact from outside our borders, it will be able to absorb. So that is something that I think that all of us, you see, I'm happy he talked about that. If all of us as a people, we understand that stimulating agricultural growth and productivity, getting raw materials to feed our industries, adding value to the raw materials we have is what will make Ghana better. This is a time all of us should support the government to be able to achieve that.
Indeed.
And let me give him that support. That support has already been established by Akufo-Addo's government. The one district, one factory policy. You may find all manner of faults. Let us as a nation be honest with ourselves, bring it on the table, and see where we can add, subtract.
You agree with me that the NDC has never criticized one district, one factory?
No, I haven't said so.
The mode of implementation.
That is what I'm saying.
Yes.
That you are trying. I mean, we are trying to be nationalistic here, because you see, it is good to build the reserves. Anchoring it on gold, and this is not a new thing. The minister make it appear is something new. No, it's not. It has already been there, and we are continuing. Maybe you are trying to bring in some innovations here and there. That's fine. But we are saying that there must be a balance between export earning activities through exportation, so that as we build our gold reserves, we also have that alternative
export earnings, also building foreign exchange.
So we can have a clear balance. However, going forward, the agribusiness and value addition hinges on industrialization. I'm saying that the past government and the Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo established this kind of
1D1
policy. Yes, whether it worked or not, whether it is the anchor. Let us sit down as a nation and see how best we can, and we will be able to work it around. There had been one policy that has come to stay, and I'm very, very, very happy. He is now heading the DRIP, the District Road Improvement Project program. He's heading. And for me, it's something that if we take care of it, we'll be able to solve most of our road infrastructure challenges, particularly the feeder roads and those within the districts and the municipalities. These are what we talk about as innovation, something that has never been thought of, but we bring them on board. A government comes in and on the principles of continuity looks at it and make 1 or 2, 3 changes here and there in order to improve it, and then we move forward. That is how we're going to build a nation.
No, thank you. Let me take a quick break here. When we come back, Doc has already teased us into the cocoa matters. And so when we come back, we'll move into the matters of cocoa, and then we'll have a conversation on it. We've seen your messages. We'll read them after this break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily on ChannelOne Television. We're having the news review segment. The Honorable Nilante Vanapoy is here. Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokufu is also here. I'll take a few of your messages and then we'll move into a conversation on cocoa. Dr. Kokufu and his NPP group were making propaganda in government until they were kicked out. They are still making propaganda in opposition. We won't allow them near the Jubilee House again. They cannot trick their way they can try their luck in 2099. That's Kwaku from La Paz. Kwaku. Let's applaud the government for the Gold for Reserve policy, a brainchild of Dr. Bawumia, which was aimed at boosting Ghana's economy. Interestingly, Nilante Vanderpoy seems to be echoing the same sentiments as NPP communicators when the policy was launched. Does he know the import cover situation Ghana had in 2016? Let's give credit where credit is due. Okay, that's Aminu from Nsawam. The inability of NDC and President Mahama to punish enemies of the state. Even in Parliament, those who destroyed public property are walking free. It breaks my heart to think that some people are untouchable. That's Patrick from Accra. I am Ukai from Bantama in the Sene West District. It took Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to open the eyes of Ghanaians on the importance of building gold reserves as a strategy to strengthen our economy. Unfortunately, because of party politics, many people refuse to acknowledge this contribution and instead choose to insult him. But as a nation, we must rise above partisanship, give credit where it is due, and consider bringing Dr. Bawumia back to fully implement his original ideas for the progress of Ghana. All right, keep sending your messages in. We'll look at them. But let's move to the matter of the cocoa price reduction. A new survey by Global Info Analytics says a good majority of cocoa farmers in the country consider the government's recent cocoa price cuts as fair, even as a broader public opinion remains divided. The survey released on Wednesday, February 25, 2026 shows that 56% of cocoa farmers believe the new prices are fair, while 11% describe them as unfair and 33% remain neutral, suggesting stronger support within the farming community than among the general electorate. Musa Dankwa, Global Info Analytics, and his polls, or their polls. This time it's not on necessarily elections, but on like general sentiments of a group of people who are directly affected by a government policy, cocoa farmers. And the survey reveals that 56% of them believe the price cut is fair. Your general thoughts on it?
You know, the last time I told you on this network, I said I was here on your Saturday program, the big issue, and there was a representative of the cocoa farmers, and he made it clear that they understand the international situation. They understand that the price of the beans on the international market has fallen.
Yeah.
And as such, our pricing and our distance is not being competitive. They would prefer the government come down to the reality, talk to them, find a much more, let me say, conducive way of solving the problem. If it means cutting down on the price that has been earmarked so that they will survive, is better than having their cocoa and cannot sell. You understand? Which is a realistic way of looking at the problem. You plan to sell this thing at 10 cedis, so that I will give Nana 7 cedis, 70%. Then all of a sudden, the price at which the person who is buying it, because I cannot buy it myself.
True.
The person who was buying it said, I intended to buy it at this X amount. But unfortunately, looking at the condition in the world, I cannot buy it at that amount. I'm buying it at this amount.
A new amount.
It makes sense for you to come back, face the reality and say, look, this is what I intended to give you. But looking at the situation now, I can't, because the price has fallen to this level. The patriotic farmer will also understand that in as much as we are breaking even, if the prices have gone high, we will have enjoyed the bonanza. So if it has come down, we should face the reality and accept what our value today is. And that's exactly what the government and the cocoa board has done. And even today, they are even paying them more than the 70% that have been paid in the past. Even at the fall of international prices. The cocoa board is paying, government is paying more than 70%, which hitherto they were paid. So it is only the fair-minded Ghanaian who will understand this, unless the person want to do politics with the issue. Yes, some people are saying, and when you were in opposition, you advocated for a price that was based on a particular price at the prevailing price at the time. We didn't say that when the international price goes down, the government should still pay what they were meant to pay.
But you said when you come, you will pay.
We said when we come, we'll pay based on what? Based on the price that at that time was prevailing.
But then you know prices will change.
70%. And so the price will change. And so if the prices change, and today I'm changing what I said because of the price change, what wrong have I committed? But the fact still remains that I'm paying more than 70%. That is the factor. Are we paying the 70% that the cocoa farmer has been paid all the time? That's what is important. It's not. Let's not look at the money. Let's look at the percentage as we have used all the time. At the time, we were saying that you were not paying 70%, you were short-changing farmers. Pay them the 70%. And if you were paying the 70%, it will be X amount. You understand? Today, the question must be asked. Yes, is government still paying the 70%? If government is still paying the 70%, fine. All these politics about it will not yield anything, because the farmer is also realistic. And so I'm not surprised about the outcome of the findings. What is clear that some people want to do politics with it, and as such, we'll go and gather our fathers and mothers, put them in a bus all the way from Kontombra and bring them to Accra, Kokobot, to come and demonstrate and achieve what? And when they came, and the reality dawned on them, people talked to them, people expressed the issues to them, they left disappointed but happy, and now requesting for water and drink and the transportation to go back. The people who organized and brought them had abandoned them because the people have become aware of the truth. They were exposed to the reality and they accepted that, oh yes, that tells me that the Cocoa Board must do more in engaging farmers, discussing the issues with them, being real with them, unlike what we saw in the past, and making sure that they understand the dynamics within the industry, so that any price change will not know. But in saying that, what I would say is that Kukufu just referred to what Atu said about the cocoa industry. That is the reality. I will encourage my government to tackle this and make sure that once we be able to diagnose the problem of the industry, we prefer solutions and prescriptions to be able to heal the diseases that is affecting the industry in order for cocoa production to come up again.
Right.
And then I'm also praying that the international circumstances will change, where the price of cocoa will start going up again, so that we can continue to pay the farmers the real price of their produce, so that they can also enjoy the benefits of their labor.
Very well.
Doc, I wouldn't want to do politics with this. Info analytics, they are credible enough, and I think that but we should engage more, so that by the next time that they do similar or same research, the cocoa farmers will have understood the situation better, and more of them will have appreciated what government has done.
Very well. Doc, well, for the cocoa farmer, all the 70% and whatever, to him at the end of the day, he wants to know how much a bag of cocoa will sell and how much he's taking home. So whether or not the price cuts, a group agrees to it or not, the ordinary cocoa farmer wants value for money after he farms a season.
You see, the sad thing is, on this table, we are three. It's me alone who is a cocoa farmer.
How do you know?
Are you? Because you didn't speak like a cocoa farmer.
My uncles.
I'm going to speak like a cocoa farmer.
My uncles,
somebody who is directly affected by this.
My uncles and aunties are cocoa farmers.
Pardon me, Honorable. That's by associate. But I'm talking about.
Who said?
Papa, you said your uncle and aunties. But I'm saying myself. My very good self sitting here. I'm a cocoa farmer. I own cocoa farms.
You are now talking like Coca. Coca, who is saying that what business has the Abbey got to be the chief executive of Cocoa Board? Well, because he's a gun.
Well, no, maybe.
You know how many guns?
Why do you want to repeat that? If it is not
it's madness.
Fine. So I would have loved that you don't repeat that, because that's not the tangent.
Exactly.
I'm speaking as a cocoa farmer. My cocoa farms, I can give you. Now you can Google. I'm a Kruma and Emredane. In the Emredane? Yes. In the time changes. That's why I'm sitting minority and you are in minority
now. Time changes.
Yeah, that's where my cocoa farms are. Indeed, our dad was a purchasing officer. He rose up to be a regional depot manager at the SWA Ghana Cocoa Marketing Board. He worked with PZ. He worked with UAC as a cocoa purchasing person. So he was in the industry. Right. And based on that, he was able to establish large tracts of farms in these areas. In the Tepa district, going through Betiako. So
That's from Mankansu going to the
Mankansu to Kunsu to Enyenasu, then you take to left the Tiaku road.
You know that's my area, so
pay your job. So you get to Mredane and then you get to Amakrum. Please, when you get there, fix their routes.
It's one of the reasons why I'm going this weekend.
Okay. So and then greet the people there for me. Don't go and greet them for yourself. Tell them NPP Kukufu.
I will call him this and tell them that he can lead the campaign for you.
So I am speaking.
That brings to mind my very good brother and friend. How is he doing? Sanit Sule.
Oh yeah. Sule is around, the former MP.
Yes.
I mean he was Sule is around working hard for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to consolidate on the
but he was supporting Brian Champon.
It doesn't matter. He's an MPP and we are all one. Once that we have a leader, everybody is obliged to come on board. So he's on board. So you see, what we are telling ourselves is so simple. I wish my good friend Musa Danko had done this. I wish he would have let it be. Because this so-called pose has fueled some kind of emotions which shouldn't have been. For me, it's an insult, a complete insult in the face of the average farmer. That a price cut is good. That is the bottom line. Forget about the percentages here and there.
Oh, really?
Yes, of course, a price cut is good. To your disadvantage, whilst your electricity bills keep on increasing, whilst your daily living expenditure keeps on increasing, whilst the average Ghanaian worker has been given, last year they gave them 10% against their will. The average Ghanaian worker was given 10% price hike increment, even though they wanted more. And then me, the poor cocoa farmer, who has worked so hard to produce these my beans, already the state has encumbered my product, something I have produced. The state says I cannot go out there and look for market and then negotiate for my pricing, but the state will come for it and do that. So we have what we call guaranteed minimum price. So the agreement between governments, I don't mean NDC government alone, agreement between governments and the cocoa producers are that at the season you will be given a guaranteed price. So no matter what happens, this is the minimum guaranteed price that will be given going forward. Maybe at the end of the season, then negotiations or renegotiations may, and that is what has been happening. And per our history, it has always been an incremental. There have been 2 times that under Kufuor, the price went so low, world market, but President Kufuor government said, no, we cannot decrease your, because we have already guaranteed you that price, so we maintain. 2017, under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the world price came down. And the government said, for fairness, we cannot decrease because we have already committed ourselves to and guaranteed a minimum. So it went on till the prices appreciated and the government started increasing. From 470 Ghana cedis, the government increased to 3,100. Then our good brothers in opposition, New Kabi, that the Akufo-Addo is so wicked, very wicked, that you will give 3,100 to the average cocoa farmer. And that when you come to
the international market price at that time?
Whatever the price was, it was 70%. I'm coming. It was 70% of what the government was getting.
Yes.
That was given to the farmer.
Yes.
70%.
Under Kufuor it was 70%.
Yes.
Under Kufuor it was 70%.
Yeah. And that was
under Mahama, what percent?
And that was I'm coming. And that was the agreed minimum. Guaranteed price at that time. So you in opposition desperately wanting to come to office. Now you said you won't do politics with cocoa. You said you won't do politics.
We have never done politics with cocoa.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. the president today, as a candidate, did politics with cocoa price.
Where?
It's on several media. Our finance minister today did politics with cocoa price
By stating that government should pay 70%.
Then the agric minister, Honorable Ekopoko himself, did politics.
He was a
with
ranking
cocoa
member
price.
on agric.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just telling you.
Yes.
A ranking member. But politics, they did politics with the cocoa
By
price.
saying that government should pay the 70%.
No, the government was already paying 70%. Oh, please.
No,
please,
by
please.
saying that they can pay 6,000 when it comes.
Exactly. You said you
At that time, what was the
please me?
what was
me, when we were talking, you know, I sat down listening to you because I like you. I like your voice. Don't ask me when I'm done. Don't ask me. Thank you for your question, me. Now, you told the Ghanaians and the cocoa farmers. In fact, they did press conference within the enclave, the cocoa producing enclave, and then got the attention of cocoa farmers and told them. And indeed, they wanted the average Ghanaian and the cocoa farmer to understand how wicked Akufo-Addo and his government were. And you succeeded. Then you came into office. The first test was to increase to 3,200. You added only 100. That is where people started sensing danger. Because now the reality has dawned on you. At the time that you came in and you increased from 3,000 to 200, the world market price was at the same level as Akufo-Addo was buying. So one would have thought that immediately you would have given them 6,000. There hadn't been any price change in the world market. You did not do. So you failed your promise on that very moment to the cocoa farmers. You failed. Then going forward, you come and you tell the cocoa farmer, you bought your cocoa, we don't have money to pay you. We don't have money to pay. Then you sent the chief executive officer of Cocoa Board. And good morning, Dr. Randy Abbey, CEO Cocoa Board. And he and his entourage embarked on going to the cocoa enclave. He had a whole Land Cruiser carrying his chair.
It's not true.
Oh, please. No.
It's not true. He's not an Akufo-Addo.
Oh,
so why can he have a Land Cruiser?
Of course, he's not an Akufo-Addo because he's not. He can't be an Akufo-Addo.
Randy will never move with his chair in a Land Cruiser.
Thank you for
He didn't do that.
Thank you for the unsolicited intervention. Thank you. Dr. Randy Abbey, Cocoa Board boss, went to the cocoa growing area. At that time, I was saying, I would have asked him to go to Namakro. He went there with his almighty chair, sat in comfortably, and then had whatever discussion with the farmers.
The chair was provided by the farmers.
Now, going forward, Ato has the I don't know the kind of spirit. That day, I pitied the finance minister so well. When he was reading the new price, yes, I pitied him because I could see from his demeanor and his face that this was too much for him to say. But it was for him to say because he had been in the forefront of the cocoa politics, talking on platforms everywhere that yes, they'll be able to pay the farmers 6,000, blah, blah, blah. When the reality dawned on all of us, and including Ato, the finance minister, he had to face the people of Ghana and spill the beans. I don't know up to today whether he has recovered from that kind of shock he placed on himself. And now you send people out there and polls is showing that the farmer is happy.
Say the price cut is fair. 56%
Really?
believe the price cut is fair.
I don't know, your child, the last one, 6 years, 7 years?
6 years.
6 years. Okay, do you have any 10 years? Because of
just one.
Just one.
Amen.
No. Time I am in medical school. When we had our girls in medical school, and I was giving Nancy say 200 pocket money for the semester. Then I come and say, Nancy, you are not getting 200 anymore. I'm giving you 100.
Because my pay has
my pay, whatever. I'm giving you 100 Ghana cedis. Then Nancy will come and say, Daddy, thank you very much for reducing the 200.
Because Nancy understands your situation.
Oh, God of mercy. God of mercy. But meanwhile, your situation, your daughter sees you still riding in your Land Cruiser.
How?
She still sees you golfing your 2 bottles of club beer every evening. She sees you traveling on first class.
The management have taken pay cuts.
Oh, they are still enjoying government bungalows. They are still not paying electricity tariffs. They are still. Oh, I know, but I've been in office before.
Oh, but
I've been in office before. I've been in public office.
These are their conditions of service.
Listen to me. I suffered a pay cut of 30% under Akufo-Addo's government. Fuel allowance 50%. It was not me alone. All government appointees, we were made, I think somewhere 2022, to suffer 30%.
But in 2024, you didn't pay cocoa farmers.
Oh, I'm coming. This is not the first time a state institution is saying a pay cut here and there.
Right.
You will still enjoy the electricity. You enjoy the freebies. I mean, including travels and your.
How come I'm not enjoying it?
You are not enjoying what?
Nothing.
The condition of service.
Yeah, you are talking about freebies. You have no fuel, no.
In your office.
Yes.
Okay, go for it, because
I should go for
because
John Mohammed's government has cut all those
condition of no. You see, condition of service. Maybe you haven't gone to Public Service Commission. You have not been interviewed. If you have gone to Public Service Commission and you have gone under interview and you've been passed, the condition of service will be handed to you, and it will read all your entitlement. You still remain, and now I get you. You still remain, acting. But then the acting, they compound a whole lot and say it's an advance, and it's even bigger than when it becomes substantive. So don't let us deep go into
we need to wrap up.
So the point I'm raising is, it is a complete insult for anybody to suggest that the cocoa farmer is happy with this haircut. It is not to be. Politicians, why are you doing this to
the very people? So the cocoa farmers who were talked to. Are they cocoa farmers?
Please. That's what I'm saying. No, but I'm a cocoa farmer. They never.
No, but you are one of the people who.
They never spoke to me.
No, but there are people, 36% who said, it is unfair.
Oh, please.
So you are part of the 36%.
I just went to Musa Dankwa's Facebook page. He says 59% of the sample were deployed in the cocoa growing regions.
Yes.
And 59% of the respondents have connection to cocoa farming.
Yes.
Well, you see, you can write whatever, you can justify whatever. But in real sense, in moral, God of mercy.
The farmers are not happy.
How?
Very well.
How?
But they are not happy, but they understand the situation.
Oh, please.
You understand?
Now you are changing.
Listen,
please. Dankwa's saying that.
Oh,
please. Dankwa's what?
Survey
is saying that they are happy.
He's saying that they think the reduction is fair.
So they are happy.
It's fair.
But if it's not fair, well, if you are not happy.
Understanding.
Oh, no, God. No. You are happy because it is. But let us wait. The time will come.
Very well.
When Ghanaians, including the average cocoa farmer, will have to determine who will have to rule this country again. You see, I thought my good friend was going to at least for God's sake, and he's quite religious, for God's sake, to praise Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for this gold reserve thing.
Gold reserve has been there since.
Thank you. Vanderpoel and Doc. Well, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. We'll have to leave it here. But thank you so much. Thank you also for texting into the show. Please don't go away. The show continues after this.